Welcome to the interactive Body Balance radio show for health and fitness tips.
Oh, here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dasik, and thank you guys so much for joining our show today. From around the world, we talk health, fitness, nutrition, functional medicine, and personal development. This show is going to air on October 9th, 2022. It is Thanksgiving weekend up here in Canada, and we are giving thanks to everything we've been blessed with, the friends, the network, just it's a great time to be alive, folks, and I want you all to be very thankful and full of gratitude for this world. I know it has been some time, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore since we did our last podcast. It's been a little while anymore, but it has been, right? You can imagine, raising a family, big family we have, and business is great, medical clients are great, life is really busy, but I wanted to sneak in a quick podcast. We have been seeing dozens of clients and patients and going through so much of their data, so much of what's, getting them results, so much of what's happening in their lives, right? And I want to share with some of the people, how we approach it. So we are fortunate, I like that word, blessed, to work with so many unique individuals, from CEOs of really, really big Fortune 500 companies to, mom and pops, the average person working really hard to make a living and get better, professional athletes, etc. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to say a couple things of what works and why it works and why you should approach life like this. All right, I'm a huge believer in many things, but two ones we're going to focus on today, right? There's two key areas that I really, really hone in on and focus in on no matter what I do in life, all right? The first one is knowledge and education. The more you learn, the more you educate, the more knowledge you acquire, the better off your life will be. Keep improving who you are and what you give. That's the Jim Rohn quote I've been using for well over a decade, but improve who you are and what you give. We're focused on the who you are thing. So you want to get good at something, you want to be the top 1% or top 5% in that area, you have to learn and educate. So that could be, if it's a business deal, and I do this every single day because I work in the corporate world and I work multi-million, $100 million deals, it's being prepared, right? It's getting the knowledge to be prepared for that deal. That could mean, again, what do they need? What does the client need, right? Why do they need it? Why now, right? What's the competition in the deal? What's the type of deal that we're structuring? Okay, I can give you so many examples, and I will, but having the knowledge, right, about that client and getting prepared for it, and when I get to the second point here, is another big one, right? So let's just focus on the knowledge part. Understand what you're going into. If it's health, do you have the knowledge on the health, right? If it's a set of business deal, do you have the knowledge on the client? Do you have the knowledge on the deal you're working, the financial proposal? We do this all the time. So you always have to acquire a lot of knowledge. And I'm going to give you a couple of key areas too. A couple of key examples in life, right? And we'll go from there. The second one I'm going to talk about is preparation. So they go hand in hand, right? They're intrinsically linked. But think about this. You got to acquire the knowledge and the skill set, and then you got to get prepared for how you're going to apply that. So as I just said, let's start with business first, right? If I'm getting the knowledge and I have the skill set of whatever solution is that I'm presenting to the client, and I know all of this stuff about the client, I know the stuff about my solution, and I prepare for that big presentation, it's really key, right? And I do this, like I said, hourly in the corporate world, and I love it. So acquire the knowledge of whatever your solution is. It could be health, it could be technology, whatever. And be prepared when you're presenting it to the client. It's Sunday and I have massive presentations on Tuesday. Obviously, I said Monday's Thanksgiving here. I'm preparing on the weekend right now for those presentations on Tuesday. I think I have 6 or 7 of them. We have to prepare. Get the knowledge. That's through podcasts. That's through reading. That's through studying. That's through medical journals. Get prepared for that meeting, that business deal, whatever it may be. You need to be prepared. So 1, knowledge, 2, prepared. I kind of went off track here because I want to give you real life examples of this after, okay? Like stories, because they're key. So get the knowledge, be prepared, and your life will be a lot better as you get forward. So we already covered business. And guys, you can reach out anytime, as you know, because as I said, we're working very, very big deals right now, and I love it. And those are the two ways we're going to do very well with these deals. Let me give you a story. I might have talked about this before on the podcast. I think it was 2017, called 5 years ago. This is important. I love this story. We're down in Dominican Republic. I think it was September of 2017. No, the hurricane's Irma, but I think it was 2017. You can look it up. And we are literally down in the islands with the family. We've just been there for 2 days, and this hurricane's coming. And they're sending the planes. They're like, it's a Category 5. Biggest hurricane ever to hit the Caribbean. You got to get out. They sent planes from Europe, from Canada, obviously where we're from, to come get us. They got to leave the island. It's going to devastate the island. Massive Cat 5. I don't know what the winds are. 280 kilometers. It was just the biggest storm. Google it ever. And I looked. Like I said, I have knowledge because one of my undergraduate programs was in geography and doing with physical geography and I just always loved geography. So there's the knowledge. Preparation. For a week before we got there, I knew this hurricane was brewing. Right? It was brewing down in the Caribbean. I put the satellite in motion. I looked at the hurricane trajectory. I looked at where it was going. I looked at wind shear. I looked at air pressure. I looked at everything. Where is this hurricane going to go? Is it going to hit Punta Cana, where we were? Is it going to go right there? Or what's it going to do? I looked at different models. It was Fox News hurricane. It was the European one. So what's going on? I was getting prepared. And even the first day and a half when we were in, like I said, I was sitting by the beach, by the pool. Kids are running around, and I got this satellite in motion. So, as I said, hurricane, they get everybody out. Everybody leaves the resorts. They call us at 2 in the morning saying, you got to get your bus right now. You got to go. Bus is coming. This is your last chance to get out. Last flight. Leave. The thing was 7 a.m. that morning. That's why they call us in the middle of the night. And I'm like, no, I think this hurricane's going to blow north. This hurricane, everything I've done, every study I've looked at, everything. And you're like, well, Mike, you're not a meteorologist. Who are you? Well, what are you doing? You don't know what you're talking about. All the scientists, all the meteorologists, and everyone said, it's got to go. It's going to come over. No, everything I just said, I put in motion. Father-in-law's calling Heather, saying, you got to go, got to get out of there. Mike's stupid. He's got to leave. No, just to me, it seemed like it was going to blow north. Every model I put in place said it's going to blow about 100, 150 miles north of Punta Cana. And sure enough, that night, they brought us food. Right? They brought us food to the room. You got to eat in your room tonight. There's no buffet. And then overnight, some wind, right? Storms. Water's going up on the beach. Folks, maybe 9 hours or so, the wind blew through. The hurricane, the eye of the Hurricane Irma, went north of Punta Cana by about 100 to 200 miles. I don't know exactly, but it was north. We got maybe 65, 70 mile an hour winds. Definitely not 150 miles an hour. Yeah, some trees were uprooted on the beach. Whatever, went down the next morning, blew through, looked at the beach, trees uprooted, a lot of water came up. Every other day for the next 5 days was sunshine. Every other day, people left on those planes the day before. No refund for $5,000. No refund. Ours would have been $7,000 or $8,000 because we had, I think, 5 at the time. 5, Heather and I and 3 kids. Gracie wasn't born yet. So, you get the point. It's not about the money. This was safety first, of course. It was about preparation and knowledge. Made the right decision. Flew home on the plane. 280-person plane. 40 seats taken. I think it was like 38 out of whatever, 280, 290. Massive plane. Everybody left. Well, not everybody. There's obviously a few people. But my point is, preparation and knowledge. And we had an amazing week after. Let me give you the second story. Okay. COVID-19. Big term for many people, right? Big term. You're talking about COVID, and the coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, all this stuff. All right, so it's a big thing. You can imagine I got hundreds of patients with COVID, hundreds of patients I worked with to get them through COVID, to prepare them for COVID. So I understand the human body pretty well. That's the knowledge part. I understand. I've been in this game for over 10 years, maybe 15 years now, of looking at blood, saliva, urine, stool tests, understanding physiology, understanding my body, understanding my clients' bodies, reading the data, the PubMed journals. So I'm pretty well versed in viruses. I look at them daily, right? Literally, I looked at some today on the weekend in stool testing, in blood testing, right? So I can see it. So I've acquired the knowledge. I take care of myself. I think anyone who knows me, my patients, you can look me up online. I take care of myself, very well, and I do that for a reason. I want to have the knowledge base to be prepared. So, understanding what's going on with this virus over the last 2.5, 3 years, we got ourselves in a good state, right? It's got ourselves in a good state with no underlying issues, healthy body, healthy blood, healthy urine, all vitamins, minerals, hormones, gut. We take care of ourselves, right? So we got ourselves in a good spot. Supplement well, we eat well, lifestyle well, I do all the other good stuff. I got, pulse oximeters, I got blood pressure monitors, got red light panels to give me, to energize the cells. I don't have an oxygen chamber in my house. I guess I should, but I don't have one of those. But we do a lot of really good things. So I got to understand what's going on, and then I got to prepare accordingly to make sure that I've got a healthy host to battle the coronavirus, right? COVID-19, right? SARS-CoV-2. So that's my point here. Let's talk about it. Acquire the knowledge of what's going on. Acquire the knowledge of the best way to beat this, and then be prepared should you get it. There's ways to be prepared, right? Like I said, always have a healthy host. Be healthy as you can be, and you will have the best chance. This could be, oh man, guys, I love this. Vitamin D levels has been if you look at vitamin D, high vitamin D levels associated with optimal health. Having the right fats in you, getting the right antioxidants in you. I take, there's NAD, there's glutathione, there's vitamin C, there's zinc. Guys, lots of stuff. I get questions on this all the time. How do you beat this? Peppermint oil under your nose to help with smell. Peppermint drop on your tongue to help with taste. There's lots of tricks. But it's about knowledge and being prepared should something come. Then you take the right precautions or not. We've been blessed in many ways to get through this and be optimal and get better through COVID-19. And we helped hundreds of patients do that too. My point is that you need to have the knowledge base or have someone who does and be prepared for whatever battle you're facing. All right. That's a couple of stories. Tomorrow, Caleb's in a hockey tournament in Toronto. Best teams in Ontario and Quebec coming for a one-day Thanksgiving tournament. We got to get Caleb to be optimal. He's playing out of the Whitby-Durham region area. How do we get him optimal? We get him eating well today. Not just today, way before today, but you get the point. He's got to sleep well tonight. We got to supplement him well. I'm going to give him some red light therapy tonight to get him optimal for tomorrow. Anything can happen, folks, for sure. But to be your best and perform your best in a tournament of this caliber on Monday, you got to prepare. Knowledge with preparation. I've got some good things that I got going for him here too. But this is stuff we do. I hope you guys take 2 good points away. It's a long podcast for me. It's over 13 minutes. The knowledge base and be prepared, and you will succeed in almost everything in life. All right? I can tell you this, over and over again. I do these shows for the great team that listens to this, and we've had, I don't know how, maybe close to 1 million downloads now. It's hundreds of thousands of downloads. I haven't checked it in months, but we're blessed. And we want it for you guys. You can reach out anytime. We get calls every day, emails every day from people all over the world. As I said, we got patients in Portugal, South Korea, UK, obviously the United States, Canada, all over the world. So many countries. We're blessed. That's it. We want to share the word of health. We want to share the word of optimism, focus, discipline, be progressive, and just improve every day. Our website, MikeDaciuk.com, MikeDaciuk.com, interactivebodybalance.com. info@MikeDaciuk.com is our email, right? You can see us anywhere. Just type in my name online and we're here. We're here to help. You email me, myself or someone on the team will get back to you because we care. That's what we do. Even with all these kids and all these family commitments, we give back. It's the right thing to do, right? Our book, Transformation from Within, it's free. It's free online. How to Restore Your Health. You can get free chapters online or get the book for like $5. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo. I had clients even on the weekend pick some stuff up and they didn't realize I wrote books. I do it. It's a way. You don't make money on books, folks, unless you're like, John Maxwell or Tony Robbins and all those people. Books are a lot of work, and they take a lot to produce, but they're for the people. All right, that's what they do. All right, so I hope you guys understand that. Now, I love this last part of the podcast. What do I tell my kids every day? These are my angels, and we work hard with them, folks, because I think they're the future, and I think they can change lives even more than we can. Right? You always got to work hard in this world. I always say, kids, you got to work hard. There's no substitute for our work. Don't look for shortcuts. You got to put in the work. You got to do the work. All right? I love a biblical quote, right? I think it's in James. Faith without works is dead. You got to work. Got to work. Right? 2, got to add value. Got to add your skill set to the world. You got to give what your God-given ability is and add it to the world. Add skills. Add your value to the world. Add value to the world. You've got a unique gift. Please share it with the world. Number 3, help other people. Go out of your way. I always say pull out chairs, open doors, give up your time, volunteer. Give money to charity where you can. Help people where you can. Where you can. Understand everybody's in a good position where they have, like thousands of dollars left over to give. Give $5. Give whatever you can. Number 4, smile and have some fun. Not just always about that. You got to have some fun. Enjoy, live, life, laugh, love. Make it happen to you. Hope you liked this podcast. If you did, please share it far and wide with whoever needs to hear it. I think we do this. I think we started maybe 8 years ago. Don't quote me. I don't keep track. In this podcast, we did it to get the word out where you can scale it. Because even if I talk to 10 people a day, and like clients or in the corporate world, it's not enough. But this show today could reach thousands of people. Literally. Thousands of people can listen to it, and it happens if you share it and go from there. Okay? Live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope you guys love the show, and we'll talk to you real soon, and happy Thanksgiving from Canada. Bye for now.